Yeah, it's really bad. Hey, what's up? Ooh, I need to hop on my other guy. I'm not going to be streaming for all that long. For a little bit here. I do not have my pixelization issues resolved. I've tried all the recommended settings to no avail. But I have noticed, I watched several other streams today. I'm convinced Twitch has changed something on their end for people who aren't quote unquote pro streamers or whatever you want to say. Because I noticed a lot of other streamers in the same shoes as I'm in. All of their video is pixelated while they're moving. They're standing still, it looks wonderful, just like mine. But there are some who have sponsors and are affiliated and all that other kind of stuff. Their streams miraculously look fine. So I think the conspiracy theorist in my head, we're getting squeezed out. So I don't know. Level 9. Yep, I can pass that off to someone. Oh, catch up on Slack while I'm streaming here. Oh, yeah. Nope. I think I might go just do a little bit more Slayer in Giant Hold for a little while. Actually, I think I'm going to go finish out my Slayer in the Red Fins. Oh, excuse me. I have offended. Yeah, my stream settings, according to all the internet experts and people that I've consulted, are set to optimum performance for the bandwidth and everything that I currently have. Did a full diagnostics on both my video card with the video card manufacturer and my PC with the PC manufacturer. They have online full diagnostics that took almost 2 hours to run, and I've given my system a complete clean bill of health. Not my system, not my bandwidth, not my settings in XSplit. There was a specific setting in OBS, which I've uninstalled because I don't normally use it, that did work. But basically what it did was it set my system to auto stream what the game was set to and what my monitor resolution was set to, and it kept it. It's whatever they say, CPQ, I think it was called. It left, or it didn't leave it. Whatever my resolution in game and both monitor resolution and graphics card were all set to for that game, what it does is it automatically keeps the bit rate high enough to where you have the best performance allowed or available for those settings. I believe it was called CPQ. The problem with that is because I'm not affiliated on the Twitch side, they're going to scream bloody murder because it's going to automatically shoot everything up above a bit rate of 2500, which is all I'm allowed to use. If you're not affiliated, it doesn't let you use that. So there you have it. Okay, let me see something here. Let me pop out the chat. Because I want to monitor my CPU performance. Hey, Steelmaster, what's up? How's everything going? I am back even though my problem isn't completely resolved. Kind of give up. So, not terrible. It's gone, but you'll see when I start moving around, it pixelizes like crazy. Um, I personally think that Twitch has made some sort of change on their end. They haven't announced it, and because we're not affiliated streamers, those of us who are not, it's causing issues. And we're not able to stream like we were able to before because it's affecting the quality. Now, I'm monitoring my CPU just to be on the safe side. I've gone through a load of troubleshooting the past few days. ran a complete diagnostics on my entire system, checking graphics cards and everything. I had even purchased a new graphics card to see if that would fix the problem, and I ended up buying a lemon, so I have to see about getting it returned through the manufacturer. But I don't think graphics card's actually the problem. I think that they made some kind of change on the back end in Twitch, and it is causing pixelization problems. Because if you look at my video, when I move, like when I'm running across the marketplace right here, you look at my character itself and like the feet and all that, they're very blurry when I'm moving. When I stand still, it's crystal clear, it looks good, there's no issues with it. He looks great. The second I start moving, ooh, that's not good. I hope you get better soon. I just wish I could get this pixelization issue. And it's not just my account. I was watching Grizzly Wookie earlier on Lotro's stream, and his was really, really bad today, across the board. So it's not just me that's affected. So with all the troubleshooting I've done the past couple of days, my point is my system is set to the optimal settings for my bandwidth and what I'm doing. I'm not over my bit rate, which Twitch doesn't like all that much. I did find a setting in OBS, which I don't normally use. I use XSplit. That setting in OBS, what it does, I think it's called CPQ. And what it does is it automatically allows, or it uses a bit rate and stabilizes it to stay at that bit rate to match the resolution and all that I want to broadcast in. So as long as my bandwidth supports it, it'll keep at that bit rate. Now, when I turned that on and I tested it, my stream looked flawless. The problem is because I'm not affiliated, I'm going to get in trouble with Twitch because it uses over 2500 bit rate, which is what I'm not supposed to go higher than that because I'm not affiliated at this point in time. Or partnered. You have to be partnered, not affiliated. I keep using the word affiliated, but that's incorrect. Have to be partnered. Even when I'm running, you find it's looking all right today? Normally, that's where all the pixelization is taking place.
All this hate and anger, it still burns within all my kind. The best solution.
It wasn't earlier when I was testing it.
The only solution.
Now I'm watching my CPU. They tell you to keep your CPU count below 90%, the CPU utilization. I've got mine way optimized because I'm only using 41%. So it's everything I have is G to G so far from what I can tell. Ooh, big giant. I have cocks. I'm sorry, was I making too much noise? Huh? I was making too much noise? You came out the full clothes. Oops. Oh, I didn't know there was a dude right there. Ha ha ha. I noticed a change in Giant Hold. When they go into the lava now, when the enemies go into the lava, it kills them. That used to not happen. Oh, I was real happy with that. Lava's looking weird, though. I have two different, I wonder... Nope, it's not. That ain't it. Something's wrong in there. There's all kind of little bugs. She basically kind of bedroom bound? Man, that's tough. I'd certainly be catching up on some reading and movies. That's actually what I usually do when I get sick. If I get bedridden, and thank God, knock on wood, I haven't been bedridden in a long time. My wife is desperately glad that that hasn't happened. I'll catch up on movies and reading. I heard that comment coming out the kitchen. Or a grunt, not a comment, a grunt. You hear me? A grunt. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Thought about throwing out there and saying, some decaf coffee would be good right now. I think I'd draw back a nub if I asked for that.
I was ready to ask you while I was in here.
Huh?
I was getting ready to ask you if you wanted some.
Actually, I would probably drink the cup if you wanted one.
Sacrifice to time. A field where many were sacrificed to fire. I can't believe.
Well, yeah, you stay up all night.
Such a thing.
Of course, it's decaf. It's not really going to help you stay up.
Retribution.
I thought part of my issue may have been my Wi-Fi router. I thought about maybe purchasing my own and not renting the one from the ISP. But I've seen a lot of people with the same problems I've got going on right now. So yeah, I'm just about 100% convinced at this point that it ain't on my end. If it was, I shouldn't. All the troubleshooting I've done, I should have been able to fix the problem here the last couple of days. Never run into an IT problem I couldn't fix once I troubleshot everything, found the source, and resolved it. This, I have no possibility. Everything I've done is what everyone's recommended, and best practices and all that. So at this point, I have to chalk it up to it's not on my end. I am set up exactly the way I should be. I just have to wait and see if Twitch resolves itself. Hey, that's not very nice.
I have seen creatures.
Whoop, whoop. All right. Look at that, all in a row. Boom, boom, boom. That's effective slaughtering right there.
Sent here as punishment. This land.
I killed those 3 lions.
Battle
They all laid down at facing the same way in a row. Boop, boop, boop. All in a line. Me, I just killed 3 lions in a row, and they all fell dead in a row, right next to each other, exactly lined up. Crazy. Never had that happen before. I even killed in military fashion. Right. She totally lost. She has no idea what I'm talking about right now. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. No, they don't, unfortunately. And actually, 2009 may not be terrible. Let's get this big guy out the way. Yeah, the way computers have been going, it's slowed down and stabilized a little bit, but it used to be really bad. If you had a computer that was 6 months to 2 years old and you were doing this kind of stuff on a regular basis, you could forget it. If you couldn't keep up with a new computer at, every 6 months, 2 years, somewhere in that range, you would not be able to do these kind of things. But now, my last computer, before I handed it down to my son, I bought it in 2010. It was a Dell XPS Tower gaming machine. That thing was huge. I want to say I kept that thing probably 6.5 years. And he's still using it. It's still completely relevant. It's pristine. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, it was pristine when I handed it to him. I hope it's still pristine because I only gave it to him a few months ago. It's not that long I let him take it. I held on to it for a while, and I actually should have kept it. But his other one, I need to build me a gaming box. That's what I need to do. I need to build one. I want to do that anyway. I want to build a brand new gaming box from scratch. And I could do it. I could probably get the parts over about a 2-month period. Whoops, somebody's yeah, my CPU is running fine. I closed out the performance monitor because being I'm streaming and taxing the graphics card itself because it's a separate external graphics card and a graphics adapter. It's a 1050 Ti, and it is running off of its own 480 watt power supply. So it has got the power, it's got the cooling. I'm going to let it do what it's got to do. And it is not taxing my CPU in the least, which is much better. Sorry about this. I'm typing to someone.
Coffee's on. I'll bring it to you.
Oh, thank you. Alrighty. Not doing anything too interesting tonight, just some giant hold Slayer. You know what? What does that do? Oh, that's too much. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, it's adjusted. I didn't have it quite angled correctly. Missed what coming out? DDO you talking about? Because that's been out for a long time. And welcome, Dragon's Castle. Welcome. Oh, that's actually a skull. Just like a Halloween t-shirt I wore several years ago. But I appreciate you stopping and tuning in. I don't want it too low. Another hand close up. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm OCD. I never have those things set to where I'm comfortable with them. I'm always adjusting. Sorry about that. I've done the beta for that one. I have test played it, many times. I have not been satisfied with anything that I've seen on that one so far. The graphics and the gameplay just were lacking. Now, I haven't done it in the past few months because they had kind of gone by the wayside, stopped, and I think they started back up again. But yeah, Pathfinder, I was real excited when I heard they were going to do it. When I actually played it in the beta, not so happy. And not secret closed beta, it was open beta. I wasn't part of any closed beta or with any NDA or anything like that. And I didn't reveal anything anyway. I just simply said I didn't care for it. It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. What other games you play? I don't just play DDO. I play Lotro, Neverwinter, Pillars of Eternity, Star Wars Old Republic, Lineage 2. Trying to think of what else. There's another one in there. I'm drawing a blank. Sword Coast Legends. And if they ever give Pathfinder Online some steroid shots, I'm on it. My son plays League of Legends, and he is a huge fan. And actually, one of the authors that I like to read, Jim Butcher, if I'm not mistaken, League of Legends is his baby. He is an absolute mega fan of that game, if I remember correctly. Death Road to Canada and Town of Salem. Was that some horror games? Because I would love to find a good horror-based video game, which I have not found yet. The last thing I found that I enjoyed that was horror-based was Phantasmagoria. Are those horror-based games, those last two? Or zombie apocalypse type? There was one horror-based game my son introduced me to that I played for a while. And I swear I cannot remember it right now to save my life. But it was actually a lot of fun. So I take it back. Phantasmagoria wasn't the last one, but I didn't stay with it for some reason. I don't remember why right now. Dead by Daylight. Man, I've got to remember that. If you don't mind sending me a PM and just say, "Trop Dead by Daylight." I want to give that a shot. Ah! That little shift he did threw me off. Cleric, I didn't really have any feelings. All I can say is I hope the improvements did it some good, because the couple of clerics that I tried playing in the past, I quit because I just found them to be boring. So I'm hoping a lot of the changes that they made will make the cleric more interesting to play, at least in DDO. And as far as Ravenloft, I'm not going to let out the squeaky sound that I would normally make. I refuse. But yes, I am very uber excited about Castle Ravenloft. That is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for that one. Super excited. Not quite as excited if they would actually bring back the Maybar Festival and not this Night Revels thing, but close enough. No. Oh, Atlanta lost. Shucks. If we got anything, nope, nothing right here. Oh yeah, Ravenloft, it's uber fun. I never completed it in pen and paper, but did play it a little bit pen and paper years ago. But we never finished it. We just did a few encounters here and there. The groups, I have never found a stable pen and paper group since I was in high school. After everybody became adults, they became unreliable. Even my kids, I tried playing regularly with them. Now, for a short time, we played regularly. We played 2 or 3 nights a week, actually. But we were running a full-fledged campaign that my daughter was DMing. And that was probably the most fun we ever had with pen and paper. And that was Seekers of the Ashen Crown. We actually went through that entire campaign. And that's probably the most fun I've ever had playing D&D. They were a ton of fun to play with. This day and age, and where I live, I don't live where my kids live. I live a few miles away. There's just no reliable groups. Hey, those were good times. That's what got me into all this stuff. Now, this is like a substitute, because I can play D&D type games. And I personally, no offense, Dragon's Castle, I personally think this DDO is one of the only online games or even video games that has translated true D&D well. There is no other game you're going to get into where you can customize your character as much as you can in DDO. And the free action combat is second to none. Personally, those are my opinions, and I'm pretty good believer in those two, because I've played many online games and regular, even standalone games none of them beat the customizations and the free action combat that Dungeons and Dragons Online has. Super excited with that one. Oops. There's a few pieces of true tabletop D&D in here, but there's some of the mechanics that do not translate well into any video game format, no matter what you do. I think this game has come the closest so far. There might be others that I'm unaware of, but that's just my personal opinion. Everybody's opinion might be a little different. I gotta find these I need to find the rest shrine. Nice!
Brother, fighting a dragon, both petrified in the service of history. Who is the hero? And who is the enemy, I wonder?
Whoa!
Peace, my kin.
I got smacked.
Very actions will wipe away all our pain.
Oh, I apologize. I thought I had mute. I am so sorry. I missed the mute. Sorry about that. Thank you. What makes you say that? I'm curious. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I had hit the dog, but apparently I missed it. Yeah, I can't stand when people do that to me. I'm sorry. Why do you say turning the camera angle?
See the terror of our history when I look upon this battlefield. Giants have done
Because I played around with several different.
I feel it in my gut.
Oh yeah.
I fear we will do evil again if we are not stopped.
That doesn't personally bother me, but we have been looking. I am working on designing a back screen. I just haven't put it all together yet. That way, when my wife needs to come through,
the crater here will drive you mad, and only
I don't feel like doing Madstone right now.
peace.
She can come in, get what she wants to get out the back and all that, and she doesn't have to worry about being on camera, which she does not like. So yeah. I'm kind of wide. I thought I filled the screen. I might have to give it a shot and see what it looks like, because I can do that with the Logitech camera settings. I can turn it and see. Maybe, and I might not take up as much space on the overlay. Too. That's not a bad idea. I need to see about giving that a shot. Thank you. Come on. Make that jump. Alright, I guess there's nothing else right here. Yeah, I might give that a shot and play around with those settings. That is not a bad idea. Caught the filter. You went over my head with that one. No, she does not. She plays Dragon's Veil. That's about all the only video game she plays. Dragon's Veil. I play all the regular video games. I wish I got her to play some of these. If I could get her addicted on these and we could spend more time together doing this kind of stuff, because her main hobby is sewing. And that's not my cup of tea. I'd rather go get a root canal, I believe, than sit there and have to sew something. I had to sew stuff when I was in the military. I don't want to do it for a hobby, that's for sure. Oh, I have semi-moderate turned on, even though I say a few things I shouldn't say sometimes, just to keep it kid-friendly. I'm not going to ban you, it's just blocked it automatically. So far, I haven't had any problems with anyone on the stream itself, on my own personal stream.
His childhood, his friends.
We've had excellent people so far.
His thoughts as well.
Let's see. Get those two. Sorry about that. Where's he at? Blinded me. Actually, cloak. On this one, I have the cloak. It's intelligence 3 and feather falling cloak. That one. Oh, no worries. If you're listening, there's no worries about that. Um, I've got the in-game graphics set to automatic, so I just have it on detect optimal settings, so that it optimizes it for my current setup. And typically and historically, I found that seems to work the best. I don't turn on any of the anti-aliasing or any of that other stuff. I just kind of leave everything set as default, and usually it works okay. And if you're in there listening, let me know. Otherwise, I'll have to go type this out in Slack. Sorry, guys, I have a couple of different conversations going on. My apologies. That can get confusing for the user and the visitor. Visitor, not user. Talk like I'm at work. You're not users, you're visitors. You're fellow enthusiasts that just enjoying some gaming time. I do the same thing. I like to watch other people play as well. I don't just stream. Oh, so that's you. Steelmaster is who's talking to me in Slack? Am I putting that together correctly? Or do I have that missed? And yeah, you can join me on Argonescent anytime. I am always open to grouping with other folks besides just family. And actually, so the sad news is the family stream on Friday nights is completely changing. My daughter and son-in-law are moving to Tennessee. My other son that was living in the house with them will only, he will not be able to have internet for a while. So sad to say, my Fridays on Ice is going to get real depressing for me. Because what was a really enjoyable time with my kids is gone for now. So I'll just, life changes. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm gonna have to see. I don't know what Fridays on Ice will become. The people that watch it because it's a family stream and they enjoy the family aspect of it. Imagine I'm gonna lose most of those viewers, and that's on the official DDO channel. Yeah, kind of heartbroken about that one. When we were that age, we upped and I joined the military. Well, actually, we were a lot younger. We were in our very early 20s when I joined the military, and we headed off to Germany. I took the family and grandbabies away from the grandparents, and I did not know what that felt like from the grandparents' side. Now I will, and it is not so much fun. So Karma is patient, and she does take care of you in the long run. You gotta be careful. Oh, that's no worries. Yeah, I have to figure out what it's going to turn into because I just don't know right now. That is a depressing thought. The highlight of my weeks was those Fridays on Ice with the kids. So, I don't know. Papa is not happy.
My mind was very clouded when I first arrived. I touched this lava before understanding that it
That reminds me, I have to let Jerry know. I won't be streaming this weekend at all. I don't think.
fellow giants.
As we're getting my grandkids for the final weekend before they move. We're going to pick them up and going to have them for the whole weekend this weekend. So
This hide may keep the orcs safe, but there is no land big enough for my kind. Our safety must be carved out by sword and blood. What blood have I shed?
The orc you spoke to outside told you if you hurry, you may reach the leader before the hunting party.
I may give another cleric a shot. We'll see if the changes are make it worthwhile and fun. Problem I had with clerics is they just weren't fun to play, and they were super, almost impossible to solo. And they were worse than rogues, and I solo a rogue. Give me 1 second.
Noguk approaches and snarls in disgust at your presence.
Now I'm going to be concentrating on this puppy. I should have rested my hireling outside before I jumped in here like an idiot. My problem is it doesn't matter what class I play. I jump into the middle of combat like there's no tomorrow. So I don't take into account and play properly as though I were a support character or a meat shield. I just jump into the middle of combat because I want to be in the middle of the action. Regardless of whether I'm playing a rogue, a wizard, a bard. No sense. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Don't have that key yet. Ooh, a half orc. I tried a orc a couple of times. They were a lot of fun. The half orcs, I enjoyed that. Always have trouble getting to those guys up there. I don't think I can get them. Nope, no breakables. My favorite race is dwarves. I love to play a dwarf. The majority of my characters are going to be dwarves. Most of mine are dwarves.
Draws his weapon, intent on not letting you any further. Muzak slumps to the ground. Metallic clink catches your ear.
Ooh. Alright, I have the key now. Woohoo! Success! Try these out again. See, they put that up there and there is no way. Ah! I stole it. Ah! Got me. A hidden treasure chest, a bomb. Uh-oh, negative levels. Now the damage with these isn't too bad. I was thinking this was going to be a complete waste of time. There you are. Hello. Welcome aboard. This is the Chaos Train. Oh. Ah! Gonna have to hit that restaurant if I can find it. Me thinks there was one, and me thinking wrong as usual. Oh, I just had some snickerdoodle cookies a while ago. And they were delicious. And that was after a good smothered barbecue flavored chicken breast done on the stovetop. I am not fat for no reason. My wife is an awesome cook. Oh no, I'm frozen! Come on! See, I'm not using the great axe. It's taking me a little bit longer to wipe out the mobs. But I like the double axe setup. I enjoy that. My DPS just isn't quite fast enough. Have to compensate by adding haste. I'll do the haste pots. Ah! I'm gonna do this with these axes. I will not be defeated. I'm gonna die. Oh, don't kill my hireling! I made it through with the double axes. Good. Exactly what I wanted. I'm barely alive. Oh yeah, snickerdoodles. Amen. I told you that's what I do. I told these other guys that a while ago. I don't care what character I play. I jump into battle like I'm a mini tank, whether I'm a cleric, a bard, a rogue. Oh no. Back to the great axe. I need those glancing blows. I'm blind! Great axe. Just close your eyes and swing. It does all the work for you.
What were they doing in the orc encampment?
Oh, look at that. Ain't you special? I got two hot bars with the same thing. Wait, what was that? Well, I missed the door right there. Go down, you. Hey, see, great axe. I got skills, they're multiplying. Ah, look what that might be. A shrine. Let us partake. Even if I'm on a halfling, rogue, I'm going to jump into the middle of everything and I'll die. Sometimes it just takes a single hit, depending on my character. It is absolutely crazy. I am crazy. That's one of the things I do. So what's that video feed looking decent? Or y'all seeing the pixelization that's driving me insane? I'll know when I watch the playback, but get that bone knitter. Thought that was a hog snout. It's a skull. Like, I never saw him put a hog snout in here. It's only when I move. The character, if you look at my character body, it gets real pixelated, especially around the feet. And just like the character would have some kind of aura around him. And that's right, that's a pet peeve I have. I call them characters. There are no tunes in D&D. Period. Only characters. That's why I always say characters.
You enter into another wing that has been converted into makeshift living quarters.
Yeah, I have checked everything under the sun. It seems like. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it, because if there's one thing I've learned, doesn't matter how long I've been in the IT business, you never know everything, and you always learn from anyone. We are all a team, and we work together. Because I can't improve if people don't tell me what looks good, what doesn't look good, and what sounds bad, all that kind of stuff. I do just do it for the fun of it, but I like it to be decent. I'm a high maintenance puppy. You know what all V just hit me? When I'm done with this little mini stream, I think I'm gonna go watch Kolchak the Night Stalker. That would be a lot of fun. And I definitely thank you for the input. It is extremely valuable. Hands down. Hey! I can't climb up on a rock. Why are you climbing up on a rock? He cheated. Okay. If I have restoration. No. That might help. Poison. Heroism. Shield of Faith. Disease. Sonic. Fire. Electricity. Not paralyzed. I don't think they're evil, they're just misguided. So, no evil here. They're just misguided souls. Now, put in my soul collector's bag.
You approach Zikir as he charges towards you. As Zikir drops to the ground, you hear a soft metal clank.
Soft? That sounded like that weighed 5 pounds. Nope. Must have been right. There we go. Wow. Just throw everything at me at one time. It's alright. I am a barbarian who just got stunned. Ooh, come on, keep still. Keep still so I can kill you. I did not intend on staying up this late tonight, especially since I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. You see what this game does to you? Get this guy. Thank you. Ooh, no. Thursday night, I got like 9 hours. I'm fine. 4.5, 5, 6 hours is golden. Dead. Oh, are you stuck on the rock ledge? Let me help you. Let me hit this door real quick. That's a shrine. I may need it. Sounds like a shrine? Nope. Not a shrine.
The orc command post looms before you.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, thank you. That's what I call JITH. To my rage. No! Get that fire off of me. You son of a gun! Come on, brother, let's get out of here. No, take me to the shrine. No, take me to the shrine. I hate getting killed right at the end. That's a bummer. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Hopefully there's an end reward chest over here before going out and get the final reward. Oh, I got people to kill still. There better be a chest in here. There ain't no chest in here. I'm gonna be upset. Who's that? There it is. Nice. All right, you. Before I recall out, I'll be glad to drop your ever irritating behind. Completed. I knew it was somewhere around there.
Hideaway may keep the orcs safe, but there is no land big enough for
All right.
mankind.
Well, look, everybody, I definitely appreciate all of you tuning in and giving me some feedback and guidance and encouragement.
Blood have I shed?
Phagewent, Genera, Nixparia, Talleyrand, and Shoemaker, I appreciate it. Of course, I know Shoemaker's probably not really there. He hardly ever is. I thank everyone for helping me out and watching tonight. That's going to be it for the moment. I need to go get some rest, and I plan on watching a little bit Kolchak before I go to sleep. So, thanks, everyone. I will see y'all later. Nixpara, I'm going to follow up some more on the Slack on the back end. We'll see how everything goes. And I'm going to rewatch my stream a little bit, so we'll see how it works. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.